Hello in Minglaba, I'm Henry Zin. Welcome to MI Radio's Myanmar Today with the latest news and reports from around Myanmar. Williamson prepared a report on discussion on forming new ministry. Thoras got a report on Luto proposal of upgrading system for Forest Department's staff. Agajo got a story on medical devices import and tax exemption. And lastly, we also have a report on industrial transformation in Myanmar. Well, before we get to the reports, here are some local news. President U Win Myint extended his greetings at the 64th anniversary of Kayin State Day, which was celebrated at the Kayin State Government Office in Pa'an Township on Thursday. Delivering his speech, President U Win Myint said the government has firmly determined to develop a democratic federal union, and that the government is striving for democratic rights, federal rights, basic rights, equality, and rights for self-administration and self-determination, which are being expected by the people for many years. The president also said a democratic federal union must be created on the basis of unity and common desires of the ethnic people, as Myanmar is the Republic of the Union comprising many ethnic people and national races, and that union spirit is required for it. Commander-in-Chief of Defense Services Senior General May Aung Hlaing received Special Envoy for Asian Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China, Song Guoxiang, in Naypyidaw on Thursday. According to the Office of the CNC of Defense Services, the Senior General and Special Envoy discussed the strategic alliance between Myanmar and China and close historical relations between them. They also talked about China's financial and technical support for Myanmar's peace process, how every nation should adopt a constitution that is best suited for them, the Commodores' patience in establishing lasting peace, increased development processes in stable regions without conflict, and continuing peace dialogues. The Union of Myanmar Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry and Yunnan Provincial General Chambers of Commerce jointly held 8th meeting and an economy and trade cooperation forum during the 8th meeting of the two organizations in Yangon on Wednesday. The UMFCCI Vice President U Yeme-aung said trade cooperation was going on for more than 10 years after the UMFCCI and YPGCC signed an MOU. He said bilateral economy and trade developed with much effect on bilateral economic, trade and investments, so it was a very beneficial meeting. YPGCC Vice Chair Wang Wei said the forum was expected to become a platform for discussing policy matters for developing businesses between the two countries, exchange economic information, and for economic cooperation. That's all with the local news, and here's the first report for you on Myanmar Today. Pidu Ludo discussed on forming a new ministry at union level, which is supposed to be the ministry working closely with the farmers for their difficulties. The proposal was discussed on Thursday at the Pidu Ludo during its regular meeting. Williamson will tell us more about this discussion, whether the proposal was approved by the Pidu Ludo or not.
Pidu Ludo is on the midst of making a decision whether to form a new ministry, which was first proposed by U Teng Tung, the representative of Jianggong constituency. On the third day of the 14th session of regular meeting, several other representatives discussed their opinions on whether it is suitable to form a new ministry which will cover the rights of farmers, their difficulties or not. These are the reasons why some of the representatives want to form a union-level ministry to effectively handle and solve the issues faced by the farmers. The new ministry will also be responsible for the development of agricultural products, livestock, and development of farmers as a whole. Definitely, there are some representatives who support the proposal. At the same time, there are also some representatives who oppose the proposal. Discussing at Pidu Ludo, which was held on Thursday, Major Zozo Mo, Tamro representative who is in the favor of proposal, said,
In
building a peaceful and prosperous nation, there must be a suitable policy for that particular country purpose and other basic requirements as the following: the location, race, tradition, job opportunity, environmental situation, and geography are some of the important things in building a nation. Time to time, the previous government had changed the policy and formed new ministry or extended the ministry, if required, to perform in order to meet the need of the common people.
Speaking at Pidu Lada Otuntun, Lada representative of Pumpyu constituency also discussed.
ကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံဟာအဆိုရှင်ပြောသွားသလိုနိုင်ငံရဲ့လူဦးရေ80ရာခိုင်နှုန်းခန့်ဟာ
70% of population of the country live in the rural area and most of them are involved in agriculture. Therefore, we often refer to the farmers as our benefactors. But time to time, government has been working on improving the agricultural sectors, knowing the important role it plays. But as there is merely 1 year and 4 months left for the present government, if we form a new ministry, it will be time-consuming. Therefore, I request not to continue the proposal, but keep it as a record.
In response to the previous discussions, U Teng Tun, who initiated the proposal, also discussed.
အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်ဒီအဆိုကိုတင်တဲ့ကဒါတောင်သူလယ်သမားတွေအတွက်အားကိုးရမဲ့ဖြစ်နေတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ကျွန်တော်ဒီအဆိုတင်သွင်းခြင်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ဘာကြောင့်လဲဆိုတော့အဆိုတွေကပါပြီးသားဖြစ်ပါတယ်။အလုပ်သမားရေးက
The reason why I propose forming of a new ministry for the farmers is because the farmers are left with very little choice in solving their difficulties and hardship. There is the Ministry of Labor, Immigration, and Population for the workers. For the ethnic issues, we have the Ministry of Ethnic Affairs. But for the farmers, the rice market is declining and farmers are facing difficulties. However, one look at the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock, and Irrigation, we see that this is formed combining three ministries together. Due to the combination of three ministries together, there are some issues in managing the need of farmers. This is the reason why I feel that we need to form a separate ministry which can work closely with the farmers. The Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock, and Irrigation mainly focus on safe production, training and education, and lastly research and development. But there are very few departments which are really working for the farmers. Therefore, I urge Luthor to consider forming a new ministry which can directly handle the farmers' affairs.
After a long discussion at Pidu Lada, the representatives cast the ballots to decide whether to form a new ministry for the farmers or not. However, the proposal fell short of ballots from the representatives. Only 127 representatives supported the proposal, whereas 221 representatives casted against the proposal, and the other 7 ballots remain in abstention. Therefore, the proposal was overhauled due to less support in Pidu Lada. This is Williamson reporting for MI Radio.
That's a report on discussion on forming new ministry. Alright, it's time now to check on the weather forecast in Myanmar. In Yangon, there will be a shower in spots in the morning, otherwise partly sunny during the day, and it will be clear to partly cloudy later at night. The temperature throughout the day will be somewhere in the 30s, and there's about 48% chance of rain for the day with wind gusts at 17 kilometers per hour. In Naypyidaw, there's some sun, then we may expect the sky to turn cloudy with a passing shower in the afternoon, and it will be partly cloudy later at night. The temperature throughout the day will be somewhere in the 30s as well, and there's about 56% chance of rain for the day, with wind gusts at 11 kilometers per hour. In Mandalay, there will be times of clouds and sun with thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon, and we can expect a thunderstorm in spots in the evening, otherwise it will be partly cloudy, and the temperature throughout the day will be somewhere in the 30s, and there's about 43% chance of rain for the day, with wind gusts at 9 kilometers per hour. Stay with us, we have another report coming up, and then we'll have a look at the stocks and currency exchange rates. During the second time Amyoda Luthor 14th regular session held on Thursday, the proposal of encouraging the capacity, functions and ethics of the Forest Department staff across the country through special trainings and installing the updated facilities and equipment by getting financial and technical support from international organizations such as the World Bank, ADB and WWF for reforestation within the country and for further development processes based on the forestry was submitted. Luthor has accepted the proposal to discuss during the upcoming meeting.
The proposal of encouraging the capacity, functions, and ethics of the forest department staff across the country through special trainings and installing the updated facilities and equipment by getting financial and technical support from international organizations such as World Bank, ADB, and WWF for the reforestation within the country and for further development processes based on the forestry. It submitted to second time Amyuda 14 regular session on its third day. The proposal is submitted by Usa Kinsolin of Ayeyarwady Region Constituency 2. Since the ancient times, the forest played an important role for the country's economy and livelihood of the human beings. Moreover, the forest is home to various kinds of plants and animals. For the balanced climate, the forest is the main factor.
1962 ခုနှစ်မတိုင်ခင်ကတစ်တော်ဖုံးလွှမ်းမှုဧရိယာဟာ65ရာခိုင်နှုန်းကျော်ရှိခဲ့ပြီး
Before 1962, the forest area was over 65%, and until 1975, it was about 61%, but the percentage dropped to 57.97% in 1990, 46.96% in 2010, and 42.92% in 2015.
1990ခုနှစ်မှ2010ခုနှစ်အထိဆယ်စုနှစ်နှစ်စုအတွင်းမှာနေ့စဉ်ပြားများဧရိယာ
According to the forestry research, on average, 0.95% of the forest area has been destructed annually during the 2 decades from 1990 to 2010. Most of the forest lands are not being conserved enough by the forest department staff, and there are some cases of illegal logging.
ယနေ့မျက်မှောက်ခေတ်မှာတစ်တော်ပြုံးတီးခြင်းရဲ့ဆိုးကျိုးများအဖြစ်ရေကြီးရေရှမ်းမှုများငလင်လုံမှုများရာသီဥတုပြောင်းလဲဆိုးဝါးလာမှုများနဲ့မိုးခေါင်ရေရှားမှုများ
As the effects of deforestation, we are encountering flood, earthquakes, climate change, drought, and unbalanced ecosystem resulting in difficult earning and living of the human beings. The reason we are feeling extreme temperature is because of the lesser forest area. Upgrading the capacity for the forest department staff is important for the conservation of the forest land. Therefore, I want to submit the proposal of encouraging the capacity, functions, and ethics of the forest department staff across the country through special trainings and installing updated facilities and equipment by getting financial and system support from international organizations.
The proposal was supported by the Little Representative Uke Mawin of Sakai Region Constituency 7.
ရာသီဥတုပြောင်းလဲမှုဖြစ်စဉ်လွန်ကဲမှုများကိုထိန်းကျောင်းရန်အလွန်အမင်းအထောက်အကူဖြစ်စေတဲ့
This proposal is useful in controlling the climate change, such as extreme temperature, irregular monsoon, lesser rain, and storms, since it is the proposal aiming at the reforestation, conservation of the forestry resources, and enhancing the capacity of forest department staff. I support the proposal by Usa Kinsolin of Ayeyarwady Region Constituency 2.
Since there was no Little representative who was to oppose the proposal is accepted by the Amyuda Little to be discussed at the upcoming meeting. That's all for now. This is Dora Swisson from MI Radio.
That's a report on Little proposal of upgrading system for forest department's staff. Here we have the information on currency rates from Myanmar Central Bank. $1 is at 1,518 kyats. 1 Chinese renminbi is at 217 kyats. 1 euro is at 1,682 kyats. 1 pound sterling is at 1,953 kyats. 1 Singapore dollar is at 1,118 kyats. 1 Malaysian ringgit is at 367 kyats. 1 Thai baht is at 50 kyats, and the Indian rupee is at 21 kyats. Gold is trading at $1,468. Silver is at $17. And Brent crude oil is at $56. On the Yangon Stock Exchange, FMI is at 11,000. MTSH is at 3,950. MCB dropped 100 and it's now at 8,100. FPB remains at 23,000. TMH remains at 3,000. You're with MI Radio's Myanmar Today. You can log on to our website at miradio.com.mm and catch many other great programs of MI Radio live on the website. We're also running on FM 96.1 in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. Or simply download our app on both iOS and Android platforms. Just simply type Myanmar INTL Radio so you can listen to our radio programs on the go. Well, we have more reports for you, so let's get on with it. Myanmar Pharmaceutical and Medical Equipment Entrepreneurs Association, in collaboration with Internal Revenue Department, organized a seminar on November 2nd to discuss the tax law on the import of medical devices. There is an inconsistency in tax law as to which body is responsible for approving the exemption of medical product import. Agacho will tell us more on the inconsistency and the tax exemption on the devices.
There is an inconsistency in tax law as to which body is responsible for approving the exemption of the medical devices import. Myanmar Pharmaceutical and Medical Equipment Entrepreneurs Association MPMEEA Chairman Uzo Mokai told this to media at the conference over tax issues at UMCCI on Saturday. In the Union Tax Law, the Department of Medical Services do recommend which medical devices should get exemption. However, in practice, Food and Drug Administration is the body giving the recommendation. MPMEEA Chairman Uzo Mokai said,
Today's seminar is to promote the ease of doing business for the members of our MPMEEA. In doing so, we want to practice full compliances in every aspect. So in terms of taxation, we also want to do the same. So we invited all the members from the industry to come and learn necessary knowledge on the tax law concerning the medical devices. Now to keep them informed with new tax administration law, we invited them and the responsible person from Internal Revenue Department to discuss. It's also learned that there is confusion as to which medical devices are tax exempt. First off, there are thousands of medical devices, and that's a lot. As it is technical, the Internal Revenue Department IRD assigned former Department of Health to approve which is medical device. So according to Union Tax Law, the medical devices approved by the former Department of Health are exempt from commercial tax. However, the department has been divided into three departments: the Department of Public Health, the Department of Medical Services, and Department of Food and Drug Administration, FDA. And FDA is approving the medical devices for tax exemption. But on the tax law, till last year, the former Department of Health is the one who approves the devices, and this year it's being switched to the Department of Public Health. So to wrap, FDA is giving the recommendation, but in the law, the Department of Medical Services is mentioned. So the challenge is that although the IRD is aware of this, the third party who collects the tax may not be aware of this fact. For example, on behalf of IRD, the Customs Department collects tax on the imported medical devices. At the point, they ask for approval for tax exemption by the Department of Medical Services. But this department is not giving the approval. Only FDA is approving. So that's the issue.
Internal Revenue Department last year confirmed that the import of the medical devices would be exempted from commercial tax collected by the Customs Department at ports. The medical devices described in the 2018 Union Tax Law Section 14A Table 64 and 65 are exempted from paying commercial tax. It is noted that if MPMEEA has paid commercial tax for those medical devices beginning from the 1st April 2018, it can apply for a tax refund. Umyo Minlet, Deputy Director of the Internal Revenue Department, said,
Before the law is in effect, there are some things that we are hard to be put in compliance in administration law. For example, the date that the tax is to be paid is different here and there. So we put together all these and make it consistent. As our goal is to promote the compliance on the tax law, we are making the dates for paying tax consistent. For the list of medical service devices, which are tax exempt. You can check in the law.
This is Agajo reporting for Myanmar International Radio.
That's a report on medical devices import and tax exemption. Well, here's the last report on industrial transformation in Myanmar. Since Myanmar is in the process of transforming into an industrialized nation, some of the top industrial companies are coming to Myanmar with the aim of penetrating the market. In this process of transforming into an industrialized nation, exhibiting the foreign industrial products has become one of the key ways to find the buyers. Myanmar Textile and Garment Exhibition was held recently at the Yangon Convention Center with the aim to enhance industrial transformation in Myanmar. Wilson has the details.
One of the most iconic procurement platforms in textile and garment industry, Myanmar International Textile and Garment Industry Exhibition, concurrent with Myanmar International Textile and Apparel Accessories Exhibition, along with Myanmar International Textile Printing Industry, was held from 1st of November to 4th of November at Yangon Convention Center in Yangon. This was organized by Yoga's Trade and Marketing Service, which gains a lot of support from both the government and industrial association. The event showcased a great variety of high-quality and innovative machinery, products, and technology to help the local manufacturers meet the growing market needs. MTG brings together more than 135 exhibitors from 13 countries and regions, including China, France, Hong Kong, Special Administrative Region, India, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, South Korea, Chinese Taipei, Thailand, and Vietnam. Speaking to MI Radio, Mr. Liu Shiqing, General Manager of Myanmar Yinwei Trade Company Limited, said,
我们公司来这里参展的目的，第一个目的是为了推广我们企业的品牌，增加知名度。
By showcasing our products here in this show, we hope the people who are in need of these products will learn more about our products firstly. And then most importantly, we want to introduce our latest industrial use tools to industrialists here in Myanmar.
All the high-profile companies demonstrated the latest products and technologies with the most diverse and best selection of the textile and garment machinery to meet the domestic demand in Myanmar. Among the exhibitor, MIMAKI also showcased digital printing machines, which is also a new paradigm for digital printing area. This was also the exhibition when the foreign companies had the privilege to attract the consumers in Myanmar. Speaking on how far he hopes to penetrate the market here in Myanmar, Mr. Liu Shiqing also explains.
我相信我们的机器是绝对能够帮到缅甸市场的。我从以下3个方面去阐述。第一个，经济全球化。
I firmly believe that the products we have from our company and the market here in Myanmar is really compatible. I know it firstly by looking at the present market in Southeast Asia, where we see many of the companies try to reach out to the customers in Southeast Asia. So mostly industrial related companies are targeting to the Southeast Asian market. Secondly, we also look at the population of Myanmar and see that our mechanical products will be a great help for the people here in Myanmar. And thirdly, according to the current status of the Myanmar's market, it will not come down, rather it will surely go up. That is why chemical products will be fit for Myanmar.
The Ministry of Commerce is drafting a new trade law to safeguard the local producers by promoting exports of domestically produced goods, while the competition in the relevant market has been more intense. The textile and garment manufacturers are under high pressure to transform the higher value-added products and selected across a broader spectrum sector, according to the report at the exhibition. This is why MTG gathered the prominent brands with comprehensive textile and garment industrial products under one roof. Speaking to MI Radio, Mr. Zi Mingwei, one of the exhibitors, showcasing his machine which can make variety of plastic products from water pipeline to chair, also said,
This is a good chance to introduce to the people what this small machine can make many products. The machine we have is made in China, and today we mainly showcase PVC shortcut, which is the product of this machine. This machine can make almost any domestic related tools which are made out of plastic, such as water bottle, chair, cup, and shortcut.
This was the exhibition when the visitors could access a spate of international and local industrial innovators and get the latest market information and network with the key industry players from entire textile and garment industry. This is Williamson reporting for My Radio.
And that's all the reports we have for today. We will explore a little more with international news here on Myanmar Today. TikTok is thought to have about 500 million active users worldwide, with a large percentage in their teens or early 20s. The short-form video app has become a fertile birthing ground for memes, many of them music-related. One example involved users and their pets switching into cowboy and cowgirl clothing at a certain point in rapper Lil Nas X's song Old Town Road, something that is credited with it becoming a huge hit. But some politicians are worried the app's Chinese owner, ByteDance, poses a risk to national security. Regulators have also raised their own safety concerns. So is the app safe, or is the fervor about TikTok a tempest in a teapot? Guess we just gotta wait and find out. It's going to be one of the biggest events in YouTube history. KSI and Logan Paul, the YouTubers with 40 million subscribers between them, chat to Radio 1 Newsbeat ahead of their boxing rematch in LA on 9th of November. The last fight ended in a draw. This time they've gone professional, which means no headguards and 10-ounce gloves. Promoter Eddie Hearn says someone is getting knocked out. The fight will take place in Los Angeles on Saturday, 9th of November, and is predicted to back millions for both fighters.
The Maverick, Logan Paul!
The first one was, one of the best moments of my life. And this one, obviously, when I come away with the win, it's going to be even better.
The Nightmare, KSI!
I can't wait to knock him out. And it's annoying because the last time I really wanted to knock him out, but obviously with those head guards, it just absorbs too much impact.
The first fight was incredible. This time, no head guards, 10-ounce gloves. I have to be honest with you, someone is getting knocked out in Los Angeles on November the 9th.
When you see me knock Logan Paul out, you're gonna understand that, there's levels to this, and I'm a serious guy when I need to be.
I didn't want to wear head guards the first time, and they made me because it was an amateur fight, which I get, but I don't know, it's just an extra thing to block my vision. It's heavy. I don't want to worry about all that.
You're with My Radio's Myanmar Today. Thanks for joining me. Have a pleasant day. Goodbye now.